Hi, honeys. Welcome back to Honey Let's Heal. We got all three of us here today. You guys want to say hi?
Hello, good morning. What time is it? Good morning.
Good morning-ish.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back. Okay, so in whatever time, like in a few minutes, um, our first episode of the three of us at Natasha's house, just the three of us, is posting.
Oh,
Yeah, the good one, the updating operating systems and all of that. But it got me to thinking. We had both of Carla's episodes are out, and I mean, they're just so good. We all got
hmm.
special unexpected guidance from Carla's spirit team, from her angels, from uh her guidance team has multiple ascended masters on it, which I think is so cool. And we haven't really talked about the spiritual stuff all too much yet, but I was wondering if you guys wanted to share like what she received for you guys. I'll just go first because it was so cool. She told me that I was supposed to just make clips. And you even
Mm.
said it, Natasha. You're like, well, that's what she's planning on doing. So I thought that was so cool. Do you guys remember what she got for you? Do you care about sharing?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like you remember my things for me better than I do.
I do have a pretty good memory.
You can share for me if you want to.
Um, Gosh, I'm trying to remember what it was.
I think a lot of it was connected to just allowing release and like knowing that I would be supported by like my friends and my husband and
That makes a
um
lot of sense.
ah, what else was in there? I feel like that was kind of the gist of it, is just being aware of the fact that I don't have to do things on my own and that
Yeah.
there are people for me to be able to rely on.
Yeah, that recovering, hyper independent, oldest child, parentified child energy.
Yes.
Yeah, yep, that resonates. I remember thinking because she got information for both of you, and then I'm like, oh, I wonder if she's gonna get anything for me. And then I'm like trying to like talk down my inner child. I'm like, if she doesn't get anything for you, it's okay. Like she's already given you so much, like in the like we've shared our readings with her before and she's given us huge
Yeah.
breakdowns and it's always just so fun. And as she was talking to us, I was like, okay, guidance team, like, what do I need to do to get that kind of information? Like, what do I need to like do internally so that I can see you and hear you that well, that easily? Because I want to do that. I want to do what she does. Kara, do you remember yours?
Yeah, actually, and it's something that has been popping up like over and over probably the past, I don't know, maybe several months even. And it was
Mm.
remember who you are.
That's right,
Mm.
goosebumps. That's
Right.
right.
And so it even came through yesterday in the book that I borrowed from Natasha and in the
Mhm.
cards that I've pulled on Monday. And it's over and over, remember who you are. So
Yep.
that's something that really stuck out for me.
Oh, I love that. Well, that's really funny because I did like a practice reading for these two ladies a couple weeks ago when whatever the full moon was, and that was one of the huge pieces of Kara's was remember who the fuck you are.
Yes. I actually wrote it on a post-it yesterday and
Mm.
stuck it on
Good.
my closet door so every time I go over there, remember who the fuck you are.
Yay. Good, good, good. Okay. I
Tara,
just
do you remember?
oh,
Sorry, do you
no,
remember the
you're good.
book that you're reading? In case other
Yes,
people.
it's The Mountain is You.
Okay,
The
So
mountain
it's
is
this
you.
book that I'm reading.
Brianna
Yay.
Weist. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's fantastic. It really resonates.
Mm.
that one was really good. That one I
Yeah.
liked, and then the other one that I was reading, I couldn't let it all sink in, but I started reading this one that
The
you guys would
three
be interested in too. It's the root chakra and how
oh.
it addresses root chakra healing for like addiction and trauma.
Mm.
So that I just started a couple days ago, and that's been really good too.
Nice. What's that one called? Do you remember?
When I go grab my bread, I'll grab it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Do we have any other thoughts, feelings, concerns before we get going.
Mm.
Wait, Natasha, before you pull, I do have a surprise for you guys. I'm lining up a guest, but it's going to be fully a surprise guest, and I'm so
Yay!
Oh,
excited.
geez.
I know.
I love it.
Build the tension. It's gonna be so good.
The
Okay.
suspense.
Yes. Okay, pull it, girly. What you got for
Okay.
us today?
Whoa. Okay.
Uh-oh.
That never
Another big
sounds
one?
good.
No, it's not
Another
a
big
big
one?
one, just a
Okay, good.
small one. Oh, well,
Oh
we
no.
just brought it up. Self-care, taking time to nurture yourself.
That's a great one, especially for as
Yes.
wonky as the energy has been lately.
Yes.
Self-care, taking time to nurture ourselves. Um, do you guys feel like you're good at that?
That's
I'm
funny.
getting better. Yes, I was going to say the
Yeah.
same thing as Carrie. Like, that's really funny. But as I'm sitting here realizing where I'm at right now and what I'm doing
Mm.
right now,
Yeah, yeah.
those are two things of self-care. Um, I worked out this morning, so that's for my physical body. And then I had a really good breakfast, and I'm already thinking about what I'm going to eat for lunch. As we know, that's how. But it's like I got some reinforcement from the girls that I work out with because we were talking
Mm,
about like what did we eat today? You know, because we share ideas too of like
love
healthy,
that.
nutritious things. And one of the ladies says, "Oh wow, you eat really good." And I said, "Well, when my family's gone, I can." So it was that nice to be reminded of, yeah, I am doing those things. And it was funny because I think I told you guys this before. Like, my mom called me a week or two ago to brag that my stepdad ate an avocado, or they called me because they didn't know what to do with the other half of the avocado, like how to store it.
Cute.
And my
Yes,
mom was like, "Well,
yes.
you eat these things, so you would know." So that
That's
was
so
kind of
sweet.
funny. And then my mom called yesterday. She goes, "I just wanted to let you know what Joe did today." And I said, "Well, did he eat an avocado?" "Well, yes, he did eat an avocado. So we just wanted you to know that he ate an avocado."
Aw, I
So
love that so much.
yeah.
I love that she checks in with you about those things. Like, she just needs a little guidance. She just needs a little support. And I love that. That's
You know,
so
and I
sweet.
think I've come to realize that more too was like it doesn't have to be a lot or big, but just to be able to feel like there's an acknowledgement of the things that I know or the things I'm interested
Mm,
in. So I
yeah.
get to kind of be the person that is, "Oh, well, what would you do with XYZ?" And I think I told you guys the last time that I went home, we took like, she was asking about making smoothies. So we
Yeah.
took her back like protein powder and PB2 and chia seeds and, you know, these little things. So it's nice to have to have that be made, like to for people to think, "Oh, that's something that Natasha is interested in or likes to do. I'm going to ask
Yeah.
her what she thinks." So
Yeah.
I,
Well, I imagine it has to do like a little something for your inner child, for your mom to like be asking for your advice on things.
yes, yep, but it's not. It's like a small role reversal,
Yeah.
but it's not because we know that that happens to people a lot. Like it's there's a big shift and you're like
Right.
parenting the parent, and
Yep.
it's nice that it's not something like that, and it's not
Yeah.
craziness or really heavy things. It's just, "Hey, we ate an avocado today."
I just love that. Like it's so innocent and sweet and like she's really lucky that she just gets to call you and be like, "Hey, I don't know what
Yeah.
to do. What do I
Yeah.
do?"
"How do I store this avocado?" I'm like, "You
And
can't. Once
same.
they're
I know
cut,
it's
they're
like
dead. They are
yeah,
dead.
literally.
Eat the
Like
whole
you got to
thing."
eat the whole thing. You got to or make some guac, have some fresh lime so you can put some
Yep.
acid on there so it doesn't turn brown.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Learning
Yeah.
lesson.
Them good
Yeah.
fats, man. They just don't wait.
Yes. So I think self-care for me is that just like
Mm,
being able to pay attention to what I'm putting into my body, how I'm moving my body, sunshine, fresh air, doing this. I feel
mm.
like I'm getting like the full body
You are.
today is
All
like,
directions, all
yeah.
senses, your mind, body, and soul.
And I got
Yeah, I love
sourdough
it.
bread baking, 4 loaves. I only did a half batch
Ooh,
today, so I only have four. But
cute.
and it's like that's that other piece of like I enjoy doing it, and it
Yeah,
brings me knowing that I get to give these away to. I already have a couple people that I'm already decided where they're going to. So then that's that
yeah,
other part too of that emotional self-care. Just because
Yeah,
self-care, I think people, there are multiple facets of it. It's not just mental health and it's not just
right.
physical health. It's all of
Yeah.
the above.
We're a whole being. We gotta address every
Mm-hmm.
aspect. Well, let's talk about that. I love that you give your sourdough away as someone who has received a
Yeah.
loaf before, but like that's such a beautiful marker of abundance where you have overflow that you get to then gift it to your
Mm-hmm.
people in your life. Like, what a beautiful gift for you and for them. A
Yeah.
little piece of your heart in a sourdough loaf.
Yes. Magic.
Cute. Yesterday for self-care, I went to the river and put my feet on the
Mm.
ground and watched the baby squirrels run around. And I was like, I just want to hold one of you. Can you please come over here and hang out with me? I was outside 3 different times yesterday, which is why I'm a little red.
Awesome.
My skin is peeling on my arm from when we were at your house sitting on the deck. I'm like, okay, it started already. I don't
Good.
normally do that. I usually have a good base, but guess I
We
need
were
more.
out for
Yeah, all day.
yeah,
Yeah,
hours.
yeah. Yes, yes. Kara, what about you?
Um, so I know what not participating in self-care does to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Um, and I think it's really important for people to remember that if you don't take care of yourself, even though you're running and running and running and trying to take care of everybody,
Yeah.
you're going to be the one that loses all the energy and it can cause you to have resentment and just things can build up. So you have to take care of yourself. You have to breathe. Something for me, I was never a very good sleeper.
Mm.
Oh,
So, in the last few years, probably more so the last year, I've really trying to teach myself how to fall asleep. And one thing that I heard in another podcast was the only thing you have to do in order to do it or pretend to do in order to do it is sleep. So like if you
Mm.
can pretend to sleep, you will fall asleep. And since I've been
same.
doing that, the amount from when I am like, okay, I'm going to sleep now to drifting off is gotten shorter
Mm.
and shorter.
Oh,
So
that's
for
awesome.
me, teaching myself to sleep better has been
Mm-hmm.
huge.
Well, I
That's,
like that. If you
yeah,
can, it's like it's the epitome of fake it till you make it, right?
literally,
Exactly.
literally. Do you remember where you heard that? That's so
Yeah.
interesting.
No, but I can probably find it at some point. I know it wasn't real, but
Oh, yeah, of
that
course.
it was, that's the one thing if you continue to pretend, you teach yourself to do it.
Yeah. Well, last night, so the night before, I didn't sleep at all because my
Mm.
sleep schedule has been so reverse and wonky. And I was like, you know what? I don't have anything to do. Let's just do it. And so like about 7 o'clock last night, I was like, oh, okay. So like body, you can fall asleep at any time now. Like we've made it to the cutoff. You can fall asleep, have a nice long deep sleep. No, 11 o'clock, I'm still awake. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? At like 10 o'clock, 10:30, I'm the most awake I've been all day. And I'm like, this is insane. This is not how this is supposed to go. And so I was just like reflecting on like what that is, right? And since I was adopted, like not
Mm.
getting time with my mom in the nursery, really
Yeah.
um not having like she never got to put me to sleep, right? Like
Mm.
she did come back and feed me because I wouldn't eat, which is interesting because the nurse got really mad at her for that, which is kind of
Mm.
insane for a head nurse of a nursery to get mad at a mom for coming back and feeding their baby because their baby wouldn't eat. What a wonky system that we were born
Mm-hmm.
into. But I was like, before I fell asleep, I was like, okay, I need something in my stomach. Like there's like something missing. So I was like grazing a little bit, had a little bit of a beef stick, a little bit of cheese. I was like, okay, I'm full, I'm ready. Like, like I felt like there was a piece of me that just needed to be full. And I'm like, I'm sure this has a lot to do with being adopted and um all of those things. Um, and then I did some yoga nidra to fall asleep, which is a tool I've decided to lean on because it really works. Um, and then by 3 a.m., I'm wide awake And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I fell asleep at probably midnight and I'm up by 3 o'clock and I was up from 3 to 6. And I'm starting to wonder if that maybe is just my natural rhythm because the amount of downloads that I got as I was awake, like the channeling that was happening, I was like, oh, I shouldn't be annoyed at this. I shouldn't be scared of this. This is really cool and exciting. And then I finally fell back asleep and slept in a little bit. But sleep is such a brutal one when it doesn't happen naturally or well. When it doesn't happen, it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, you feel me?
Yes.
Tasha, is your bread okay? Did it make it?
Yes. Well, I couldn't hear it. And I was like, um, it should have dinged by now. So I went in and I lifted the lid. It was like ended, ended.
Cute.
Oh crap. Did I burn them? I lifted them off and they looked amazing.
Yay.
And this is that book that I was talking about that I
Oh,
started reading,
nice.
The Root of Trauma. So it's looking at energy, addiction, and mental health. But it's just the lower chakras. It's just the root, solar plexus, and sacral.
Well, that's really interesting because I've actually heard teachers say that you don't even need to worry about your upper chakras until you have those bottom three like whole and healed and the trauma
Mm-hmm.
addressed. So that
Yeah,
makes perfect
that might
sense.
be a book club book.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so what are some other areas? I've been really like good on my food. Like I had a
Mm,
crock pot going again this week, which is just my favorite because it's so easy and it's so easy to make delicious food when
mm-hmm.
it's slow cooked. Like I don't know what it
Yeah.
is about that, but so so good. What are some
Well,
other
should
areas?
we do like self-care in food, self-care movement,
Yeah.
self-care mental health? Like should we just try to like
Yeah,
do it like that?
compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are like self-care or soothing foods for you guys when you are like feeling it? What's the go-to where you're thinking, okay, like to pull myself out of this,
Oh yeah.
I know that I need to do this versus this.
My go-to is always a baked potato in the air fryer with
Ooh.
a crap ton of butter. Like you guys, the amount of butter that I eat is impressive. Oh, it's just the best thing ever to my nervous system. My nervous system is like, thank you for these healthy fats. I need this. I need
Baked
this.
potato.
Baked
I
Awesome.
potato.
also am a baked potato freak. I could eat a baked potato for every
Anytime.
meal.
Yeah,
I
totally.
mean, because there's so many things you can do with a baked potato.
Oh,
Yes.
literally.
But that's something that I go to for sure. The other thing, probably pasta.
Mm.
Yes.
Well,
But I love,
pasta or like refined carbs, they act in the body as a painkiller. So that
mhm.
makes perfect sense.
Interesting. I did not know
So
that.
does cheese. So does cheese. It acts
Oh
on our
God.
brain in the same way. Yeah.
Well, see, and I
Yeah.
think that's the hard part is because like carbs and stuff like that, it's we should be like I don't know if minimizing is the right word, but the way that they are structured
Mm.
now just is not a good
The
breakdown
way
in our body, but
that they are
that's
in
why we
America,
enjoy
for
them,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Because I know I used to love going over to my favorite Italian place for lunch.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
2 hours later, after I ate all the noodles and the bread, then I was so full and groggy. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
God, yeah.
that
You have
comfort
this
food
like
piece.
this veil of comfort that like washes over you, but it's not necessarily comfort. It's just like a tired energy, right? Like
Yes. Yep.
sluggish.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt you, Kara. Did you have any more?
Well, that's okay. Um, and then the other thing that's, I mean, it doesn't seem like a comfort food or anything, but I love a fresh salad with
Mm,
Ooh.
like avocado, tomato, all the things.
yeah.
That is always very refreshing, and I feel like I don't know, it hypes your body up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally. That like yeah. I mean, I think we all have different digestive fires. I can't do a salad like that, but anytime I see you eat one, I'm like, "Oh my God, that looks so good."
Yeah.
But like my go-to when we go out to eat is like French onion
Steak.
soup.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
steak. You're right. Steak,
Steak.
French onion soup, I could live off steak. Like the fact that I haven't done like a carnivore diet yet is kind of insane to me because it is like my ideal. It's like my ideal. Like I just need cows and yeah, I'm set.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
would so not be able to actually eat them though. Let's think
I
about
know.
this. You'd be like,
Yeah.
oh,
That's
Gypsy
Frank.
or whoever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard they're kind of a pain in the ass. And watching my uncles and cousins work them, like,
Hmm.
I think there would be a healthy balance for me of like,
Thank
okay,
you
it's
for
your
serving
time.
your
Yes.
purpose.
Yes.
We've played many rounds of soccer. I have invested so much love into you. Now it's time for you to invest
We
your love
play
in me.
soccer.
It is time to transition the energy.
Yes.
No, but
Well,
that
like
is a really, oh, sorry, go. Go, you go.
when I was just like with Kara, following up with Kara on like the salads and stuff.
Mm,
Complete like you just fuel yourself in that completely different way where you were talking about like feeling energized and like
yeah.
really understanding where that nutrition comes from. I remember I used to like going to Wendy's, the fast food chain, because they had good
Yes.
salads. They had like
Oh yeah,
with
you're right.
strawberries, like goat cheese.
Hmm.
They also
Um,
have great baked potatoes.
do they?
Yes.
See, I haven't been
Yeah.
there forever,
I haven't
but
either, to be
I
fair.
remember really liking their salads. And when I do a salad too, it's like hard boiled eggs,
Yeah.
ham, cheese, um, yeah, all of the other things
Hmm.
that really make it just so good and always feeling better afterwards eating it
Yeah.
versus oh, I could really have breakfast for dinner and then eating 40 pounds of pancakes and
Oh my gosh. Oh, I do love a pancake. But I mean, that's so true. Like, I like volume over like I like to eat a lot because internally it helps me feel full. I've also heard
mm-hmm.
that that gives your body a sense of like accomplishment or
Mm,
like it did something that day. And I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. In this like deep healing period, that
mm,
makes a lot of sense that I would need to eat to the point where I'm full and I'm like
mm-hmm.
fully charged, fully nourished.
Yeah. I think that's the
Um,
hard part is finding the things that won't just like completely fill us up to the point of like feeling wiped out,
yeah.
sluggish, and wore
Yes.
down. That's, I think the food part for me
Yes.
is always like a hard to try to figure out. I know what I should eat,
Right.
but oh, look at that candy bar. Because to
Yep.
me, sometimes that's the self care part too. Is I just really
Yeah.
need some chocolate.
Balance,
Yeah.
balance, baby, balance. Well, at our last, we went to yoga when I was home at your guys' home. And Candace, I was asking her questions because I
So
have
smart.
dampness and I have a lot of heat. So I was like asking her about like the Ayurveda
Yep.
stuff, and she gave me a few different supplements. So obviously I ordered them, started taking them. She's like, but just so you know, this specific one, she's like, you get kind of like a body odor for like 3 days because it's like detoxing, flushing. And I started and I'm like, I'm not smelling anything yet. What is happening? This is not working on me. Like that rings alarm bells. I'm like, I wonder if there's
Mm.
something in my stomach. Like, do I have parasites that are keeping this from happening, keeping this from activating? So
Did you keep taking it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just have to check in with her because she loves talking about that and I love listening to her talk about
She's so smart.
that. Yeah.
I went and met with her and did like a consultation probably a
Oh,
year or so
amazing.
ago.
Yeah.
And she said the same thing. She's like, some of the things that you would need to take will cause you to have body odor. And I was like, I haven't wore deodorant for over a decade. So if I can't tell,
Yep. Same.
I'll
Same.
probably be fine.
Yes, absolutely. Well, like the whole thing that caused a lot of that I'm finding is ice cream causes dampness, which is a bummer because
Oh,
that's one of my favorite things. I worked in
yeah.
a creamery for a couple of
Oh,
years and I ate ice cream every day and
well,
that
yeah.
was really hard on my liver. It was really bad on my
Mm,
skin. I'm still like righting the wrongs of that.
yeah.
Yeah. And pizza. Have you guys ever had Detroit style deep dish pizza? Oh my God.
No.
My
No, but it
favorite.
sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm.
Any pizza is usually
Yeah,
amazing.
anything involving pizza.
Anything that we should not be eating
I know.
sounds great.
It's just so delicious.
Yeah. That's the hard part.
Well, and I think it's okay to have those moments where you know, have the candy bar or the pizza. It's just where you're gonna live. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it an 80%, 20% thing? Is it
Mm.
a 90%,
yeah.
10% thing? Or is it I'm having pizza 90% of the time and good food 10% of the
Right.
time, right? Like,
Right.
been
The
there, unfortunately.
balance piece
Yes.
is certainly important. It's hard to shift out of though, to be to spend decades just eating whatever, not being mindful of how it impacts
Yep,
physical health,
totally.
emotional health, and then having to break that pattern and be much more mindful of, because I
Hmm.
know like if I'm not eating right, I can tell in my mood.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy because like 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't give a shit. I'm just
Right.
fucking hungry, so I'm just gonna eat. But
Right.
now becoming more mindful of it, and then also feeling like, well, I'm also supposed to be modeling to my kids what to eat and what to
Mm,
do. And why do I want to wait for them to turn 40 and then them have to figure it out
right.
if I can say, oh, well, here, let's try this. Because I told them yesterday for lunch, I had cottage cheese with everything bagel seasoning and then
Mm,
some sliced salmon. Because
mm.
we well, that's the questions that we ask each other. Well, how was lunch? What did you do for blah 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 blah?
Yeah.
And they all, Briggs doesn't care, doesn't listen to me or pay attention to me. But both Brantley and Chad were like, "You ate that because you wanted to?" Like, I did, and it was delicious. And I had my
Yeah.
little pita chips.
Mm.
Oops, sorry about those birds.
Oh, I can't hear them at all.
Okay,
It's
they're
like when
mad.
we were, it's like when we recorded.
Oh,
Uh,
perfect.
yeah, yeah, which is crazy because they are so loud. So the fact that
Yeah,
we can't pick it up is so funny.
yeah.
Well, when, in the last however many years it's been, I've been, in the throes of like inner child healing. And I do find when I'm in those modes, I do eat like a child. Like
Mm.
mac and cheese is something like the Annie's organic because I'm a dork, but it's
You
so
have to
good.
have hot dogs in there. Just saying.
Ew, no, gross. But like hot dogs was a huge thing growing up, corn dogs. But yeah, when my inner child is especially tender, it's like pizza, ice cream, mac and cheese, or chicken nuggets, which I almost never eat chicken nuggets anymore. It's so funny. So, so funny.
Well, going back to self-care and eating, something that Natasha and I talked about when we were down there was not so the normal status. I wake up, I eat breakfast. I go to
Yeah,
school, I eat lunch at noon. I come home for
right.
snack at 3. Then I eat at 6 or 7. So like we talked about eating when you're hungry, not eating when you're supposed to. And
Yes.
I feel like doing that, it really honors your body.
Yes. It's
And
so important. Keep going on that because it's so freaking important.
oh, well, just that's I've just started to incorporate that. So
Yeah.
I'm not like getting up and I'm making myself eat and okay, I have to eat lunch. Well, no, I don't. I'm not really hungry. And so
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's something
Yeah.
then to incorporate that back to like what I do for the physical body, not eating, but like moving your body.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
that's really important. Like for myself, I try to do yoga.
Yes.
I
You're
walk
so
as
good
much
at
as I
that.
can.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if I'm good at it. I can tell you about what happened on Sunday. Woo!
Oh, tell
Yeah,
us.
I
Did you go
think
to bungee?
Well,
y-
I thought I signed up for bungee, okay,
Yeah.
but it was aerial. It was amazing. It
Oh,
was
I
so
bet.
fun. But
I've
like
wanted to do that.
I get sick on like fair
Mm,
rides. And
sure.
so
Same.
I didn't connect, that I was
Yeah.
probably, but it was wonderful. It decompressed my back and
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Mhm.
amazing, but I did get a little car sick. And
Sure.
so it's just something that, she said that after a few times, usually people,
Yeah.
get over that. But I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that because I thought I was doing bungee, but
Right.
it was hilarious. So I am
Mhm.
Hilarious.
testing my body a little bit.
Yep.
You're
Um,
expanding. I think that's so exciting.
oh, it
Mhm.
was funny because like everybody there was my daughter's age,
Yeah.
and then there was two teachers. I'm like,
Cute. Did you
but
take your daughter with you?
no, she didn't want to go. I
Good for
Bummer.
know.
you.
Yeah,
So she's like, "Who are you going with?" I'm like, "Me."
Yeah,
exactly.
good for you, because that's the
Yeah.
So,
hardest part sometimes.
So yeah, doing different things. I'm trying to make my body tired to help that sleep
Mm,
factor. So
Yes.
walking, doing yard work, I clean stalls every day.
Mm, right.
So just trying to make my physical body tired as
Yep.
well.
That's so important. So,
hmm
so important. I love that. I know I need to get out in my yard too and do some work. I have some tulips sprouting up and I'm like, okay, I need
Yep.
to clear the way for these cuties. And I'm gonna plant a bunch of flowers this year, which I've never done. So
Mm.
you guys will be my resources when I get
I got
going with
lots of
that.
seeds for you.
Cute. Yeah, I have a jar on my right over there. I have a jar of your seeds.
Oh, the marigolds.
Yeah. Hmm.
I got way more other seeds on that too if you want something different. I have boxes of
Cute.
seeds.
Yeah, I want to get some sunflowers. I want to make like a little privacy area in my yard so I can suntan
Yep.
without being peeped on by
Cute.
the neighbors. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, it was really cute yesterday when I was out just getting in some sun, like charging up, right? Like heal me,
hmm
sun, do your magic. I don't know about you guys, but does the sun not feel insanely stronger than even just a few
Mm.
years ago? Like, I could not be outside for as long as I normally would have been in the past because it was so strong and it felt
Yeah.
so good.
hmm
Um, and I've been a sun worshiper my whole life. Like
Yeah.
the summer after my senior year of high school, my boyfriend's mom kept telling me, like, you gotta stop doing that. You're gonna ruin your skin. And I'm like, I'm not stopping. This is the best thing that, like, this is my favorite thing.
Can't
And
stop, won't
my
stop.
skin's pretty good, despite
hmm
my little bumps from my gut problem, but
Mm.
I don't know, my skin's pretty good for my age, I think. And for as much as I've been in the sun, like I don't know if the sun does all the things they've told us the sun does because
I don't agree with them.
yeah, my experience is a lot different.
Yeah.
But as I was out there, my neighbor and his two daughters, they were, I think they were either on their porch or yeah, they were on their porch and she was reading. And so he was like coaching her through her reading. And I was like, this is one of the most healing things that my inner child has ever felt to just sit and watch a dad father his child in the most beautiful way. And I'm like, okay, inner
Yep.
child, like receive this. Like, I know this is not what your experience was, but look, it's
Mm.
happening. It's real. You can you can absorb this and internalize this and claim this as your own because
Yep.
how beautiful. And then at the end of the night, he had one daughter in each swing and he was standing behind them and he was pushing them. And I was like, I should really get my camera and go take a picture because this would be such a cute memory for them. But then, of course, my squirrel brain got distracted by something. So that didn't happen. But it was a huge healing day for my inner child yesterday, which I didn't even expect to happen. I don't know if you guys have been affected by the energies lately, but my sleep has been so wonky, and then my emotional body has been like purging a lot. Like I cried 3 different times yesterday, and I don't know that any of those times was even about me. Like it was almost like it
Mm.
was collective energy that was releasing. Like there's some weird stuff going on. Like I feel like the men on this planet are like purging, healing, or being faced with their darkest shadows. And it just felt like sitting in that energy where like, I don't know, hopefully they're taking action and doing things to remedy all the things that are happening in the news and
hmm
whatever is coming up for them because it's a lot. They got a lot going on. The patriarchy was not only bad for women, the patriarchy was really
hmm
bad for men too.
Yep.
And they're having a really hard time identifying that and realizing that for themselves. And it's so funny to me because I listen to a lot of like polarity coaches, and anytime a man like defends the patriarchy, I'm like, oh, you poor sweet boy, like you're just scared that you are
Mm.
going to suffer under the matriarchy the way women suffered under the patriarchy, and that is why you're so resistant to this energy. And I just want to wrap you up in a hug and be like, it's gonna be okay, sweetie. We gonna take care of things. Like you ain't gonna suffer like women suffered under the patriarchy. It's gonna be way different. So just surrender. As much as you love telling women to surrender, why don't you surrender a little bit here? Like this shift is happening whether you like it or not. And the more you resist, the harder it's gonna be on all of us. We all been there, right? That resistant energy. It's no fun.
Anything else on self-care and
Mhm.
physical? Is that where we were at?
Yep, that is where we were at. The thing I like to do regularly is sit in front of my red light. Um,
Mm,
and I love the sauna. That's one of my favorite things for sure. For sure, for sure. Yoga, just movement in general, right? Like, and I'm at the mode. I don't I want to be where Natasha is. I want to be able to go to the gym and like put in work, but I'm in the mode where my body needs slow movement, nourishing movement, not like
hmm
um not ready to expand yet or build
hmm
muscle. It's more of just like restoration.
Yeah.
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 Okay, should we move to like the emotional self-care piece?
Well, that's a really big component, I feel like. And for people with services such as Natasha's, like going to get Reiki,
Mm,
access bars,
Access bars, my
float,
yeah.
favorite. Oh,
just
floating, yes.
being
hmm
able to reset yourself by
Yep.
utilizing, the people that have these practices
Mm,
is a huge benefit that I feel
hmm
we can all, use.
yeah.
Definitely.
Hmm.
I think for me, like that emotional or mental end is connected a lot to music too.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny because like when I'm at the gym, I listen to completely different music that I do. And then as soon as I get home, it's like, as I think this morning, I was listening to, I don't know, I'm sure it's hip hop, rap, something just to keep me moving and going. And I get home
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh, Mandy Moore. Like it's this
I
just
love that.
complete different shift
Yeah.
that helps me to readjust like emotionally, mentally. Also have
Yeah.
to be very aware of like aggressiveness because when I do
Yeah.
listen to certain music, it's like I get zoned in
Plus
and
pre-workout. Everybody
plus
watch out.
pre-workout. Ah, but it's definitely interesting to see how your mood shifts and changes based
Oh my
on
God,
what you're
yeah.
listening to. Same for show like TV. I remember like a
Yeah.
while back I posted like I need something different because it
Yep.
was all just like everything is so just like violent now.
It
It
is.
seems like, and I was really overstimulated, like kind of over that. So then I
Yeah.
posted on Facebook, like, what are you guys watching?
Yeah.
I had just finished watching oh
The
my gosh,
Madison.
The Madison, yes, and it was such a good series. So I
Yeah.
just needed something else similar to that that had like the landscape and like that close family feel. So some people
Yeah.
suggested different shows, and then I started watching
Yeah.
Virgin River, and I've really
Oh,
been liking
so
that.
good.
That's been a fun little show too. So it's definitely, pay attention to what you're listening to,
Uh,
what you're watching, because
consuming.
that's definitely going to
Yeah.
like impact your emotional and mental health, and then your
Yeah.
frequency
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Well, when I think of like the feed, right? Like your social media feed, like you are
Yes.
literally consuming that energy, right? Like there is
Yep.
an energy exchange and you're receiving it. And this is why people need to like get on board with the masculine and feminine energy and learn when they're receiving and learn when they're giving.
Yeah.
Um, because it's so important. Like I have my social media feeds curated so good that like I never get bombarded with like stuff that's gonna pull me out of like
Yep.
a regulated state or that's gonna trigger me or whatever.
hmm
Um and like I don't even go on a lot of social media because like I have things so finely tuned that I'm like I only need a little bit to like
Right.
uh
To have enough information about what's going on around you to feel informed enough, but not overexposed.
yes, totally.
Yep.
And my favorite like I was just graduating high school when Facebook became a thing. Like I remember being on
How
vacation.
young is she, Kara? Dang.
I know, right?
I
What's my
remember
MySpace password?
Playlists.
cute. Oh, I remember being on vacation and I was with a friend's family and her older sister was in college, like freshman or probably a sophomore at that point, and they were talking about Facebook. And at that point, it was only for college kids. You had to have a college email to get it. So of course, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to get this thing. And then
And now
like
it's been like the demise of society,
yeah,
the
totally, totally.
downfall of
And like
humankind.
very obviously like a CIA database, right? To like keep track of all of us. Like, well, we trade, like
Yep.
that social, it's funny how like disconnected we've become and that we connect through these like digital ways now, which is good in some areas and bad in some
Right.
areas. But like
Access for sure.
when I think about like how connected we were as kids without smartphones and without social media, I'm like, I
Hmm.
do really miss that because that was a time where like my friend group was so tight and I just felt like we had each other's back in a way that I've never experienced before or since, I guess.
Mm.
Um, we're like the friendships were deep and real and we showed up for each other and we had fun with
Hmm.
each other. Like, do you guys remember that? Like, oh, I just feel like we've um strayed so far from like these just really natural like human systems and now we're like moved into like the machine system and the digital
Hmm.
system and
Which
Well, one
definitely,
thing
no,
Oh,
go ahead, Kara.
one thing that's so funny is, you can be friends on Facebook or whatever, and you
yeah,
think you really know this person, right? Like they are
yeah,
telling their story, and then you see them in real life, and you don't know them at all. Like,
yeah,
Hmm.
what do you
Or
say?
or
Like,
then you
hey,
realize, like, you see the nonverbal piece, or you see like
yes,
yeah,
the interaction with other people, and you're like, oh, really? Like, how did
yeah, because
almost you
like
almost feel duped? Like, how did I miss that?
oh my God, literally.
yeah, like in real life, then you get to feel that energy, feel what's going on, the
Yeah.
frequency.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's I find that very interesting that we know all these people, but do we?
I
Right.
agree. I feel like I just went through that where I'm like, oh my God, I got duped. I got bamboozled. Like I thought one way and I was wrong and
Hmm.
I'm annoyed. I'm like,
Perturbed.
yeah, perturbed for sure. I'm like, I don't even know how to reconcile this energy because it's like
Mm.
like there was just a piece of me that has been like fooled my whole life and I'm like when are we gonna freaking knock it off like when are you gonna master this because this is not okay,
Well,
not
I think
okay.
just like the disconnection, like Mandy, when you were saying when we were younger, like we were in
Yeah,
rooms with people and
yeah,
Hmm.
interacting, and that's a huge contributor to the mental health too. Is now people are feeling just this huge disconnection because, like,
mm,
you know, we know that when we sit in a room together and do this, it's different than when we are
yeah,
separate like this. Like we
oh
know
my
that
God,
we've talked about that
yep,
many times, but we are also very appreciative of the access and the ability
yeah,
to do this. But
to be in different places, right? Geographically,
Yeah,
like there's a huge distance
yep,
between us, but we get to hop on
yep,
our schedule and connect. So
yep,
there, yeah, like the good and the bad, you got to take
yep.
all of it, right?
Because definitely being mindful of how it feels in that space together. And it's
Yeah.
not just, oh, we clicked end on the video and now it's over. Like when we're in the space together, it's, oh my gosh, how did that go? And we get to get something to eat. And we have all of this time
Mm,
to share and have that community piece. Or like when you guys came down, then we're
yep.
eating a meal together. So it's all of that is become so disconnected. And I think that's that emotional, mental self care is making
Mhm.
sure that you are
hmm,
doing things with other people. Or if you're not able, if you don't feel like you have that community, how are you going to create that within your church, your yoga studio, your
Ah,
recovery group, your family, whatever? Um, but what are you doing to just have that time away from devices and just away from the small talk? And I think
yes.
that's unfortunately the frequency that was wanted, that the
Right.
powers that be wanted to have created was disconnection and separation. And
Yep.
now it's definitely our responsibility to create these communities
Yep. To course
together.
correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally. Totally. Well, I just had like a realization in the past couple years, like, oh, I'm an iPad baby. Like I am on a screen way too much. Like this is bad. What are we gonna do to reconcile this? Because this
Mm-hmm.
is like I'm hurting myself uh out of survival
Yep.
and I'm not doing that anymore, right? Like
Yeah.
I've healed so much, like, nope, we can't keep doing this. Like you can use these things like when you need them, but it cannot be like an all day thing. We're
Yeah.
not gonna bed rot, right? Like we got shit
Mm-hmm.
to do. There's so many things I need to do all the time. And it's
Yep.
like now I've healed enough where I'm excited about that and not like
Overwhelmed.
overwhelmed. Yeah, totally, totally. Where I'm just
Well,
like lit up and
it was
energized.
funny because the other day I was like, oh, we need to have like a gardening date at each of our houses. And
I
like,
was thinking the same
yeah,
thing.
like what yard work do we need to do? What
Yes.
landscaping? And like go to each person's place
I love
and
that.
like, because it's so much. I was doing some stuff in my yard. And I was like, well, this is boring by myself. It would be much more fun with friends. And then you get to like
Yes.
see other people's
Get
spots and get more ideas for yours or
pick
get
up
feedback.
tools.
Yes. Yep. And
Yes.
I was like, oh, it's that time of year we should do that. Like when we come to see
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
like let's go pick up some sticks.
Oh, yeah, I would love that one. And then you guys can kind of help me like plot out like where I
Yeah.
should put
I
flowers
can
and
oh,
where
I can
I
bring up my seeds too.
yeah.
You
Well,
could
I
just toss them in the
also
ground.
I told Kara, but I don't know if I told you. I need your help because the week or two after you guys are up here is our spring cleaning, so we can put shit on the boulevard. So
Yes.
I'm already going through my house in preparation of like
Awesome.
stuff to put out there, but yeah, I'm gonna need muscles to haul some
I got
furniture.
some.
Mm, cute, cute, cute. I'm getting so excited. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I think that
Okay.
yeah, that's kind of my take on the emotional and mental health end is just
Mm,
like you were like disconnecting from the screens, creating community, doing things collaboratively and like helping
yeah,
each other just do things the way that when we've talked about that before, the way that we're supposed to. Like if we live in a
right.
communal society, hey, you need help with your kids? Okay, I'm going to come
Yeah.
over. So then, or let me come and help you do this instead of all
Yes.
trying to work separately, independently, and getting stretched so thin.
Yeah.
Let's come to my house for a couple hours. Let it
Yeah.
bang it out. Let's go to your house
Yes.
and just fucking tear it up.
Yes. Well,
And
it's like the Amish or the Hutterites, right? Like they do a
yes,
barn raising and they build a freaking barn in a day, and it's like, what? It's
yeah,
incredible. They're like
the
communal
collaboration.
support. Yes. It's like
Yep.
there can't be ego to build a barn in a
Yeah.
day, right? Like you need people like salts of the earth are showing up, doing the
Mm-hmm.
work. That's like the yummiest masculine energy, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you can build a barn in a day.
Watch those veins popping, baby.
Like, I don't, it's actually funny because growing up, we had a family friend who did leave the Hutterites. And so seeing that change, like, because like
Yeah.
he brings that wiring with him, right? Like
Yeah,
he's
of
like
course.
the
It's
manliest
cellular.
man. Oh my God, yeah. And like always doing something, all like that's the beauty of my family is like having these big groups of people and being able to gather and congregate and have big dinners with all the cousins, all the family friends, like mm, there's nothing I love more than a Midwest get together, right? Like a garage
Mm-hmm.
party or
Yep.
a cookout. Hmm. So I think we did a good job covering emotions. So Natasha is a licensed therapist. How do you like, I know for me, like doing all the research, all of like learning about all of the different emotions and all of the different possible internal systems and all of the things, like the thing I was really reflecting on, I was like, it kind of should be required for a therapist to have a therapist. Like, if you're going to do this as a job, you should also be seeking out self-healing because you can only hold space for people to the depth in which you've held
Mm-hmm.
space for yourself. So I'm curious your thoughts on that. Like, I know you do a lot, but like, what's your view on like the therapist community and like how they take care of themselves?
I'm licensed in addiction
Mm,
over so my that's where more of my specialty lies. There's tons of therapists that have therapists for
Yeah.
sure. I think the challenge within like a community as small as ours is
Yeah.
finding one that you don't know. So
Yeah.
I know therapists that see therapists that are hours away.
Interesting.
Yep. Just because then you have that a little bit of that separation too, because
Oh,
as a
yeah.
therapist, you know what it feels like to run into someone at the store or not supposed to run
Yeah.
into someone at the store
Right.
and how to handle that interaction where you want to remedy that as well. And it is nice to have separation and disconnection from people that we've shared
Yeah.
private information with.
Totally.
Um, yeah. What else was your question?
Just like, I mean, like, how do people whose job it is to take care of
Mm-hmm.
other people's emotional health, mental health, how do they take care of their mental health? Like, what does that like practically look like? Like, I feel
Yeah.
like you have a direct line to these people and you're getting feedback, you're giving advice, I'm
Right.
sure a ton, right, on how to care. Like, what does that look like
Mm-hmm.
for a
I
person
think
who's a
there's
giver?
too many that don't,
Yeah.
or there's plenty of clinicians that do this and do this, but they're not practicing that themselves.
Yeah.
Where I have been lucky to meet one in particular pops into my head, and she does have a therapist, and she does energy work, and she does
Mm.
pay attention, to her intake and her use and things like that. So it's when you see somebody that does that, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, like she's got it. But unfortunately, if you look at rates of addiction within addiction therapists, uh,
Yeah.
those are high. When
Mm.
you look at, there's some mental health therapists that have mental health issues,
Yeah.
anxiety, depression, PTSD,
Yep.
whatnot. It's really important to get like do those things for yourself. Because like you said,
Mhm.
you can take from that and take from that, or you can give more of yourself than you have. But at some
Yeah.
point, you're not going to be a good clinician to your um, clients either if
Yeah.
you aren't balancing things. And I think just being aware of, it's okay to say no, or it's okay that I need to take a
Yeah.
break.
Yep.
It's okay that I need to decrease my client load for a while.
Yes. Well, when I think
It's
of,
hard because if you're like
yeah.
in an organization that has an expectation, I have a friend that works through for an organization that you're supposed to do 30 clients a week, where we worked at together before she was there, our
Yeah.
client load was 20.
Yeah.
Well, and if you have a private practice like I do now, you only get reimbursed for who's there. It's not like there's no one giving me a salary. So
Right.
I can't take time off. I can't
Right.
have a sick day without
ETO.
then having to
Yeah.
make it up later. It's not just, oh, you weren't
Right.
feeling well. Here's time to recover and nurture
Yes.
yourself. It's like, well, no, you didn't make it. So you don't have money.
Right.
So
Well,
people having to really balance that part too,
yeah.
and still have to deal with the stress and pressure of, well, I have to pay my bills because nobody's gonna do it for me,
Right.
or I have to sacrifice myself.
Right. Well, that's a huge piece of it is I'm like, every therapist needs to be an expert in energy because
Mm-hmm.
you're processing energy for people or with people. You're holding space. And if you don't understand energy, if you don't have good boundaries, you're going to take stuff
Mm-hmm.
home that is not yours to take home.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
how do you remedy that, right? Like, that's something I think about all the time where it's like, girl,
Yeah.
stop carrying the shit that's not yours. Like,
Mm-hmm. Well, then you have to find therapists that believe in energy. That's the other part of it too, right?
mm,
And then words ethics, that's unethical, or you can't mix those two
right.
things together. And it's like, well, can't we? I was talking to
Yeah.
someone yesterday. I had a client that received like an energy session, and she does essential oils. And she
Mm,
said, I've talked to therapists and clinicians and said, if you have someone that's dealing with, there's a connection between this essential oil and depression, this
yep.
essential oil and anxiety, and helping to reduce those. Here's ones that help with sleep. And she said, the ones that I talk to just say, well, that's unethical. Well, what's unethical about providing a resource?
Literally. That
So
doesn't make
then
any
there's this
sense.
whole, well, and is it really unethical, or is that just we have not been informed enough about the benefits that,
Exactly.
and then when we have organizations that kind of loom over,
Right.
they get to
Governing
determine,
bodies. Yeah. Yep.
yes, what
Totally.
can and cannot be done, or what will or will not be reimbursed.
Right.
And
Right.
then that's, what we have to go on, unfortunately.
hmm Yeah, there's a lot of limitations in the Western medical healing field because of ethics, right? Like, I remember my first therapist and seeing her out in public and then being so creeped out and weirded out that she had to just ignore me and pretend I didn't exist. Like, that's the most triggering thing for a person with
It's
abandonment
really,
issues.
it's really just, it's, well, and unless that wasn't a conversation that you guys had beforehand,
No.
because like
Yeah.
when I meet with people, it's like within that first session, if we come across each other in public, I will not approach you. I will
Right.
wait. And if you choose to approach me, then I can respond, but I have to respond
Right.
in this way, depending
Yep.
on who's around me or if I'm by myself. Not
Yep.
appropriate for us to have a
Right.
clinical conversation in public. Um, but yeah, that's something that I think clinicians have to remember to do is setting the expectation
Mm,
for their client. This is how we will need to handle this situation. This is how I can handle this situation in public.
right.
I can follow your lead, but here's also the boundary that we need to set if you
Yep.
choose to approach me, but I cannot approach you and I will not
Yeah.
approach you.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, so interesting. So interesting because like how healing happens, like that's not really
That
conducive.
seems, yeah,
I
counterproductive.
know.
Yes.
It's
So it
hard.
is,
It
yeah,
is
there's like
hard.
all these weird systems that like counteract like the actions we're taking. It's really frustrating
Mm-hmm.
because it's like not we over intellectualize shit, right? Because we live in a patriarchy, we're forced to over intellectualize, we're forced to work from our mind. And when you're trying to heal or you're trying to help someone heal, you have to be in the heart more than you're in the head because that's where the healing happens. That's that's the portal to God or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry we went on that tangent, but that's actually a conversation I've been wanting to have with you for a long time because
Mm,
it just blows me away. Where it's like, how do you expect to hold space for people when you don't even hold space for yourself? Like, I don't
mm-hmm.
get it.
And
Um,
that's unfortunately like that social construct too of as a you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to take this many clients plus you need to do your paperwork, and there's always
yeah.
something that pops up, and it's just this, it almost feels like this just this impossible standard to meet, and which is part of why I left where I was at before. And
Mhm.
the where I was before was good compared to a lot of places, to be very
Right.
honest.
Right. Yep. Yep. Which is why we have all these individuals popping up as healers, as non-traditional, unconventional energy workers, right? Because it's needed, because
Mm-hmm.
there's huge things missing in the current systems that we have, right? And
Right.
that's okay. We're building new.
Yeah.
Um, did we
So we
cover
covered
the,
emotional,
yeah,
food,
yeah.
physical.
Physical. Well, I'd like to touch back on the physical part because our society is so go, 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 go. Like
Mm,
everyone's so chronically busy or they always have something on their calendar. And I'm like, I can't function like that. I truly don't understand how you function. Like, are you actually functioning like that? Because it doesn't really seem like it. But like, you're going to keep doing it because you don't have another choice or you don't know that you have
right.
another choice. Like, how do we remedy that? Because that's like one of the biggest problems in our country is like, go constantly. You never have downtime. Like you don't have time to process your emotions. You don't have
I
time to
think it's
check
priorities.
in.
What's your
Yeah.
priority? Do you want to process your emotions or do you not want to? We all have 24 hours in a day. So, what do we
Mm,
choose to do with our time?
mm,
We have access. A lot of us do have access to things. We just don't choose to actually utilize them, I think.
mm, mm, mm. How do we,
We choose to put our kids in fit tons of activities.
right.
We choose to overextend ourselves instead of saying no.
Yeah.
We choose to eat the shitty food because we
Mm,
don't have time.
right.
We're at the grocery store either fucking way. Are you going to pick up the Oreos or pick up the vegetable?
Right.
That's a choice.
Right.
Um,
How do we encourage, I'm speaking mostly to women here. How do we encourage women to zoom out and recognize that they need to pour into themselves just as much, if not more, that they pour into their kids and into their spouse
mhm,
and into their business and into their home? It's like this thing is temporary, and how you're taking care of it is going to determine the quality of your life and the length of your life. Like,
mhm. Yeah.
how do we make healing sexy? How do we make this a thing that people want to do, you know?
Well, we have to get rid of this notion that self-care is indulgence because it's not. We need to do that for our bodies out of
Mhm.
obligation because, like, here's the meat sack. We either take care of it or we don't.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, and it doesn't have to be connected to indulgent activities because people think that people are like, oh, I can't get a massage every week. You don't have to get a massage every week. You don't
right.
like go for a walk,
Go
Mm-hmm.
once a month,
eat a fucking carrot,
literally. Yes.
Right.
like read a book for
Like
10 minutes.
cuddle with a pet. Get some oxytocin in
Yes.
ya,
Yep.
you
Go
dry
outside.
bitch.
How many people sit inside of their house looking outside instead
Yeah,
of take yourself outside and read your bike or read your book? Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
why are you, if you got to take your phone outside.
yeah.
What are we,
Yeah, it works out there too.
yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have to, I feel like a lot of it's choice and
Yeah,
it's the
but
cog in the wheel of this is what I've always done.
right.
Do
But
it in
But
a
it's
that's
different
hard,
way.
to change. If
it
we
Yes.
do
is.
it just a
Yes.
little bit and you
Yeah.
drink a glass of water instead of a Coke today or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
If you do it little by little, pretty soon you're in the gym every morning or you're
Yes,
taking a
like
walk every morning.
Yeah.
yes.
But it's
It's
the
not.
little things.
It
Like,
is the little things. Can I share? You guys know my obsession with pop. Like I love the fizz. Like it's a sensory thing for me. So I've switched. Like Sprite was like my go-to. I've switched to I probably
Ooh.
shouldn't advertise. Sparkling mineral water. Okay. Um,
From my favorite place.
Me too. Like fresh squeezed lemon juice, and then look, I got my chia seeds in there. I'm obsessed with chia seeds. Did you guys go through the kombucha phase?
Yes, I had a
I
SCOBY.
oh, did you? I always wanted to do that, but I was never organized enough. But I drank so much kombucha with chia seeds. Like, I don't know how I wasn't the healthiest version of myself at that point because it was my favorite. But yeah, just like making those little shifts, like it's
Mm-hmm.
so easy. It's so easy, and it gives me such a sense of accomplishment that I'm not choosing poison and I'm finding a healthy alternative to still experience the same sensation that like I don't know,
Right.
I think as humans like pleasure is a huge driver for us for a
Mm-hmm.
reason. I think we're supposed to enjoy this life. I think we're supposed to do
yeah.
things that feel good
Yeah.
and that make us feel good, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just how
Yeah,
can
it's
you
that part of like honoring this physical body.
Yeah. Yes.
yes. Yes. How can I make this experience enjoyable for myself in all of the ways, right? Like just
Yep.
find the healthy alternatives.
Yep.
I feel like we really covered physical, we really covered emotional. I do see like obviously emotional and mental like it's all tied together, but like
Right.
the mental aspect, like growing up in a patriarchy, having to work from our brain to survive, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
having bills to pay. How do we nurture our mental space um so that we are like a well-rounded being so that we can show up as our best self every day or most of the days?
Mm-hmm.
um, do you guys have any like besides like the physical and emotional, like do you have any practices that carve out space for your mental care? I know you're a huge reader, Natasha too. Her bookshelf is amazing. She's our lending library.
I have to read
Right?
them.
Coined her. Yeah, I'm the same way as you. I buy, and then I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I forgot I have this. I should really read this. So yeah,
Um,
reading is a huge one for me too.
I think the physical, emotional, those are all connected.
Right.
Like
Hmm.
like when I think of like mental health, when we're talking about mental health, if I'm not eating the right food
Yeah.
and if I'm not moving my body, my mood and my mental health will decline. So
Hmm.
I don't think they're really disconnected. I will always go back
You're
to
not.
food and nutrition and movement.
Right.
Like if you're not moving your body, If you're eating like a garbage can, you're
Yeah.
going to have shitty mental health. And that's, I tell my clients the same thing. Like, what are you doing? Like, we have vitamins
Yeah.
that we need that nurture us. There are
Mm-hmm.
minerals that we're depleted in. And if you're not
Mm-hmm.
going to pay attention to those things, you're already setting yourself up to be behind and have to work even harder.
Yes. Well, if
So,
we look at our food, like the processed food and how much
mm-hmm.
poison is on all of that,
Yeah.
and like I grew up in a poor household. We had mostly processed food, right? Like
Yes. Yep.
Pop-Tarts, um, SpaghettiOs. Oh my God, I had SpaghettiOs the last time I was home. It was so good. I was like, I really missed this. You can buy organic SpaghettiOs now. I'm like, I might have to start. I might have to find that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, um, making peace for me, making peace with how it was and not being resistant to that. Because, like, resistance is an energy killer, right? Like, it's stopping the flow of our energy, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
cause disease. So, how, and that's what stops healing for anyone is if you can't accept how you feel, if you can't accept what happened to you, if you can't hold space for the parts of yourself that were rejected by someone else or you rejected, you're never going to heal because
Mm-hmm.
that's like the key. That's the meat and potatoes of healing is holding space and not being in resistance and being able to witness everything and feel all of the things. Like I shared, I've processed a lot of anger in the last like 6 months, which is such a relief to me because I'm not gonna say how old I almost am, but I'm old, and I'm like I
It's
don't
time.
remember. Yeah, exactly. It's times like I don't remember being angry, and I have so much to be angry about. So that's another thing of like, okay, I need to move my body so this anger doesn't sit and deteriorate
Mm-hmm.
further. Get it up and get it out. Yep. Yeah, I mean, we do have to approach this because we're a whole being, right? We're a body, mind, and
Right.
soul. We're
Yep.
a spirit in a human body with this mind that creates and our heart magnetizes. So our thoughts go out, they become things, they come back into
Yep.
our reality, magnetized by our heart, and then we experience them. So like if I'm thinking negatively, I'm gonna attract negative experiences into my life
Yep.
because that's all I'm focusing on. I'm amplifying
Mm-hmm.
that. Where attention goes, energy flows. This is like the power and control piece, right? Like,
Yep.
um, I don't know, does anyone have any final thoughts on the trifecta, the body, mind, soul, like how
Mm-hmm.
we take care of ourselves best so we can show up in the world and have a positive impact?
I think acknowledging that it's going to be hard no matter what. It's
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
hard to go to the gym. It's going to be hard to be overweight. It's going to be
Yeah.
hard to eat like shit because it's going to affect you later. It's hard to eat healthy. It's all going to be hard. You get to
Yep.
decide if you're going to put in work now or if you're going to not be able to wipe your ass and get off the toilet in 40 years.
Yep.
Just saying.
It's true.
We love when Natasha just says,
Well, and
It's
think
say it,
true.
about
girlfriend,
it.
say it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's
I would
that's what got
rather
me
be.
started.
Mm,
That's what got me started is I read something that said if when you are 40 years old, you should be able to take like your total weight, cut it in
mm,
half, carry that on each side of you.
mm,
Being able to do that when you're 40 will determine if you can open your jars when you're 80 years old. So your muscle
mm.
strength now determines your independence then. I'm
Goosebumps.
not willing to have my children, I'm not going to be a burden to my children
Right.
in that way. I'm not going to not take care of myself now and then make them do that for me and take that part of their life away from them. So that's
Mhm.
what really was the big thing for me was I'm going to be independent. I'm going to take care of myself now because I'm not
Yeah.
going to burden somebody else later. And I'm going to go and do
Mm,
fun things with
mm,
my kids and grandkids and great grandkids because I'm going to, and it's not a sacrifice to me. It doesn't seem like it's not work
it's
because
an
I know that
investment.
when I leave there, I feel better emotionally and I feel
Mhm,
stronger and I feel proud of myself, which in turns boost my mental health, which in
yep.
turns help me to be make rational, conscious, healthy decisions about the food that I'm putting in my body. Because
Yep.
I just did all that work physically.
Yep.
I'm not, and I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not going to counteract that because I've already increased, my mood is
Yeah.
better. I feel stronger, and I'm not going to take that away from myself because I want to eat a fucking pack of Oreos. I'm going to have my stupid avocado and eat it, and then
Yeah.
be glad and proud of myself that I made that choice.
Mm,
So then I feel better about that as well. Like
yep,
that's all, they're all connected. So
totally.
pick one of those things, food,
Start somewhere.
movement,
Hmm.
or yeah, pick food or movement, and the rest of them will fall into place.
Oh,
And
totally.
nothing's gonna be easy.
Mm-mm.
Suck it up and just fucking do it.
Right. When
Well,
I, oh, go, go, go.
so, just to add to that, I would rather be the oldest person in a gym than the
Thank
Oh,
you.
youngest person
And the
in a
nursing home.
retirement facility, in a nursing
Yes.
home.
Yep.
So,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. Well, my grandpa walked every day and he his longevity was incredible. I mean, my grandma too, like I'm just like there is something about being out in nature and walking. Right? Like he
Yes.
did it in the morning and he did it at night. And like
Yes.
what first of all, what a great example, but also like that's like kind of like the most spiritual practice you can do
That's
is
his
just
mental health too. Yes,
yes,
he was doing
just
all of those things at the same time. All of
yep,
it.
just going out in nature because that's the most soothing thing to your nervous system is just watching
Yes.
life move at its normal, natural, slow pace, right? Um, when I was at like the tipping point in my healing journey for me was someone talking about it in aspects of like start with your physical health and
Mm,
then your mental health will follow and then your spiritual health will follow. Like seeing yourself as an investment and pouring energy, like
right.
the return
Right.
on investment is going to be immeasurable if you just
Yes.
start now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And it's never too late. Don't
never,
think that either. People, I'm too old.
never,
No, you're not.
not at
You're not too
all.
old. You can be 80 some years old. Start anyways.
Yes. When I was at the daycare, the woman who founded the daycare and like made sure that things were running, she's a little older. I'm not even sure how old she was, but she like I would always be on the floor with the toddlers, right? And like getting back up and she's like, never stop doing that. She's like, never stop getting on the ground and getting back up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you never want to lose that. And I was like, thank you
Yep.
for saying that to me because I needed to hear
Yep.
that from you because yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm on the floor as much as possible, which is
Yeah.
like it's good for my inner child too. It's like I don't know. There's just something about lying on the hardwood floor sometimes that just does it for me. Okay, I think we covered it, right? I think we did a good job. We have gone over an hour, so that's exciting.
Easy.
Easy peasy,
Easy
lemon
work.
squeezy. Okay, thanks, honeys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for investing in yourself. Drop it in the comments. How do you practice your self-care? Like give us the
All of
tips.
them.
We are here for the goods. What do we need to add to our routine that we don't have yet? That's
Yes.
what I'm always like. I want to learn from everybody. I want to learn from the
Mm-hmm.
people where I don't want to be doing what you're doing, and then I want to learn from the people where I'm like, you're doing what? How did you
Yep.
even get there? Like, what does that trajectory even look like,
Right.
right? Okay. Signing off,
Bye.
everybody. We love
Love you.
you.
Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye. Okay, let's get this stopped.